a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a conference rival from the American, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bulls offense will have the opening possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the Bulls headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Wilson to pass. Back open in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Bulls have this offense rolling.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And the Bulls send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So the Memphis Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Plucks it out of the air. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. And the Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Coming up, 4th down. Number 12 on the field.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Wilson will throw. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Bulls are marching down the field. He's looking to pass. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. It has been a quiet and somewhat forgettable game for this sophomore behind center. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Bell. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Tight end now in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bulls in the hurry up. Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Bulls will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Got his man. They make the stop right at the 34-yard line, standing tall to keep them from converting on 3rd down. 4th down coming.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first?
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wilson to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He'll keep it himself. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks, it's Bell. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Pulls it in. It's Bell. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. No surprise. Looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa.
Set to kick it off.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Henry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Tigers are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
They'll run it from the gun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up of 1.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short,
Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
2nd and goal, the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and 4th or 3rd.
Touchdown, Memphis! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Coastal Carolina has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up by 20 over Old Dominion. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Wilson will throw. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They go right back to him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Third down play from the gun. Caught close to the marker. It's Henry. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Handoff, keep working on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Running back searching for a hole. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wilson to pass. Under fire. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The upset. Bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Bringing the heat. Looking deep. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, USF.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their